Most of us are asked at some point growing up what we want to be. Some of us say firefighters, some of us say policemen, some of us say doctors. I personally wanted to be a race car driver. I've always loved F1 and I like the idea of going fast as a young kid. But all of us have some sense of what we want to be and who we want to become. 4 years ago, I was living in Shuria, Romania, a small town in western Romania for a summer, working for a nonprofit called Dece Clothing. It's a for-profit company owned by a nonprofit. And I was talking with Lee Seville, the founder and owner of this nonprofit for-profit, and he told me a story about the local Roma culture there. He told me that to this day, when he asks young Roma kids what they want to be in life, they stare at him blankly. They have absolutely no concept of wanting to become anything because they have absolutely no concept of anything outside of surviving the day. And what's interesting is nobody knows really about the Roma population. So today I want to explain the Roma poverty situation and really just educate y'all. So it's a systemic endemic problem, and I'm going to start with the history of the Roma. So the Roma are a people group that originated as the untouchable class in India. And they didn't like that too much. It wasn't a great spot to be in, so they decided to migrate. And over the course of thousands of years, they migrated west through Europe. And as they did this slow migration, they picked up different pieces of different cultures as they went, and it became a smorgasbord of different languages and cultural values. They're the only people group that doesn't have their own place. The English live in Britain, the Americans live in America, the French live in France, the Roma live everywhere. And so this has caused a real huge problem. The Roma culture, they're centralized mostly in Romania and the rest of Eastern and Western Europe specifically. But this is a picture of a Roma house. And this is a beautiful, tall, 4-story building. So that shows a huge level of wealth. Not really. So this is a situation where what the Roma do is they travel hundreds of miles to Western Europe and work, beg, steal, whatever, to make money. And they bring it all back and put all their money into building these beautiful, expansive outside facades. And they end up living in a small concrete room in the back, 15 or 16 people, because the image of wealth is so important, even more important than their actual health. So, what is the truth of this problem? Why don't we know about it? Well, these are a couple different articles that I've found that really show how bad this situation is. So, in France, recently, the government forcibly kicked out gypsies. Between 1933 and 1945, obviously, Hitler caused a mass genocide of Jews, but also gypsies. They are among the highest trafficked group in Europe, and they are blamed for most of the problems in Europe. Around 80% of Europe's 100 million Roma live in densely populated neighborhoods in overcrowded houses. It's terrible. Even worse, Norway, a country known for its peace and its forward-thinking mind, up until 1977 was forcibly sterilizing gypsies. So this outside perspective that dogs on gypsies and says every single problem we have is caused by gypsies is helping to keep them down. So I'm not going to get into the solution to these problems or how we can push past it and what we can do and what Lee Seville in Romania is currently doing, but what I do want you guys to take away from this is knowing who the gypsies are, the Roma, and understanding that population group. In many ways, it's harder than helping Africans or helping any other that's untouchable class in India, because Europe as a whole hates the gypsies and they don't have a place. There's not one place you can go to solve this problem. So that was a little bit about the Roma situation. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you.